Hi, just a quick update for myself, Harvey Goldman. No cuts, no filters, no edits, and no hair. So yeah, I guess the last 24 hours have been a bit of a revelation. I've had, I think, analytics shows over 100 comments on one of the videos with people from all walks of life telling me about how they save money, how they, I guess, improved their outlook by, in some cases, taking drastic steps and leaving the UK. And it seems that there are options out there. So all is not lost as once it was. I'm of the mindset that I do still want to stick to my 12 month to 3 year and then 3 to 5 year plan. I am gonna go all out, side hustle it for the next 12 months, then grow it for the following 24 months. And then for the 24 months after that, I'm going to be looking at an exit strategy. I think it's the way to go. I really do. It's scary and it's new. It's something that I've never done before. It's not like it's just looking online and getting a new job. You know, you're literally upping sticks and leaving the country of your birth, leaving behind pretty much everybody that you've ever known, and starting again in a completely foreign environment, maybe even one where you don't speak the local language. Yeah, brave new world. It's a brave new world. It has to be said though, I've been absolutely amazed with the comments that some people have been sending. Yeah, and it also proves to me that there are some really clued up people out there that have absolutely got it hacked, especially the mums. It has to be said, the mums know what's up. They're definitely on it when it comes to saving money. Yeah, so there's been some good advice. There's been some fantastic advice. It's left me, yeah, it's left like a nice warm and fuzzy feeling inside. It's left me basically not only reassured that it's not something that just I'm going through. I kind of knew that anyway, you know, that there are hundreds of thousands of people all in the same boat, and I guess some of them have got less of a chance of getting out than I have. You know, maybe through that, if anything else, their economic means. And I do consider myself lucky in that respect, that I have got a very small savings pot, and I have got a property, even though it's on a mortgage, and I kind of hate that, and it's an anchor. At least I'm not renting. That would be horrific. And I know people on my street that are in the same size property as me. I mean, they are literally carbon cut properties in this area. So I know people that are in the same size property as me, pretty much exactly the same layout, and they're paying, you know, £1,400, £1,500 a month in rent, which is crazy, absolutely crazy. I mean, that'd be crazy in other parts of the country, let alone Devon, but for Devon, that really is astounding levels of rent for like a 3-bed property. So yeah, all I hope really from doing these videos is that if I'm able to, that I can inspire people to want to level up, to want to do better, to be better, and to have better for themselves and their families. And that also the people in the comments will inspire each other. And that's really what it's about. I guess the whole YouTube journey for me, it's not about trying to get monetized and sell a course or do all of the other sort of stuff that I see other influencers and such doing. It's not about that. It's about fostering a community where people just help each other, like help your fellow human. And if I've got, as I've mentioned before, if I've got the key to some secret knowledge, I'll tell everybody. I literally want to drag everybody up with me, and it's just one of those things. I think we all need to be better, and if we can be better for our families and be better to each other, even to total strangers, why not? Why not? It's all karmic, and I do fully believe that what goes around comes around. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting 12 months. This 12 months that's coming up is going to be probably the hardest working year of my life. And I've already set some steps in motion. I've contacted a couple of old employers. They're businesses that I parted company with on good terms, which was especially important. And I believe it's always good not to burn your bridges when you leave employment. So I've contacted them. I've asked them about their current situation with marketing and how their business is going through these economic times. And I've arranged a meeting with one of them to do an assessment of their website, and hopefully I can take them on as a private client, doing the same type of work that I do in my 9-to-5 job. So that's a start. It's not something that I think. It's not something that I think I really want to go full steam ahead at. I'm dying for a side hustle, but I want it to be one that I enjoy. And the SEO, although I can do it, and although I can do web design, I don't necessarily enjoy it anymore. I think there are other things that I'd like to do, if there's a choice, that I would prefer to do. But needs must, and it's making the most of the skill set that you've got and the tools that are already in your belt. And SEO and web design is one that I can do. So that's what I've gone in with. So fingers crossed, hopefully in the next week, maybe the next 2, once I've had a meeting, once I've done the analytics on their website and then shown them where they are versus where I can get them, that will hopefully seal the deal. And that will mean that I've got a private client. Obviously, it's going to go in as part of my sole trader activity. So it'll all get lumped in with my other expenses. It does mean also that I'm definitely going to be in a higher earning bracket, which means I lose more money in tax, which is awful. And if they don't get you one way, they get you another, don't they? And I think somebody in the comments on one of the other videos had mentioned something about that the system almost feels like it's rigged, and that the divide between somebody that's earning, I don't know, I'm just going to make a figure up, maybe earning £25,000 a year and somebody earning £80,000 a year, the gulf between them isn't really all that much, because one person gets taxed more and they lose money this way. The other person might get money paid back in the form of benefits or top-ups or allowances that are available to them. So the gulf between those two incomes isn't as large as perhaps once it was. And the only difference really between them, if that is the case, is that perhaps the person that's on the 80,000 has got more options in terms of what they can do with their excess money. They're more likely not to be afraid to invest into the FTSE 350 or the FTSE 100, or buy some crypto or whatever. Whereas perhaps the person on the lower income, again, it comes down to the comfort zone, the safety zone, and being afraid to kind of move away from what you know, and what that's got you. And that's really what this is for me in the next 12 months. It's going to be moving away from my comfort zone, definitely moving out of my safety zone, and just seeing what happens when I go 110%. So it's going to be an interesting period. I sincerely hope that anybody out there that's in my position that wants better for their family does the same. You know, you've all got it in you. So let's get the comments alive. Let's get some tips. Let's find out what you guys do, how you're doing it, if it's working, if it's worth it. If you feel that you're being held back, why you're being held back. And especially from people that have I guess gamed and beaten the system, especially the retirees. Like I said before, anybody that's retired, I think at this point they've won. They've beaten the end of level baddie, and at this point they are set. I do pity anybody that needs to earn and look after a family in this economy, and I think the retirees, they're probably where I wish I was right now. But yeah, anyway, I've got a gig to do, so I've got to drive for another 3 hours to go and play guitar, and then tomorrow I've got to do it all again. So anyway, let me know in the comments. Goldman, peace out.